Hi everyone, and welcome to another Placenta Encapsulation with F.I.E.R.C.E Doula. Yeah, I'm doing a voiceover this time. My audio stuff got kind of messed up, but anyway, so this is actually my second placenta encapsulation, and every time I do this process, I tend to learn something new and grow more confident in my craft. So, placenta encapsulation is such a sacred postpartum service. This organ supported life for 9 months. It gave oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and everything flowed through it. So, of course, I handle every placenta with intention, safety, and deep respect, of course. So, now you see me cutting up the lemons. The ginger and the jalapeños is next. So the lemons, I cut it probably at about a 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. Because remember, I'm just laying the placenta on top of the lemons, and I put the jalapeños and the ginger on top. And a lot of people ask why those items. So the lemon is good for cleansing and purification. The ginger is warming and it's good for circulation. And the jalapeno, it stimulates heat and energy. So it's not random, it's intentional. And so I follow this method. It's the traditional Chinese method of preparing a placenta, and of course I follow food safe guidelines throughout the process. Use gloves, sanitize surfaces, temperature control. Everything is done carefully, Well, anyways, so now that everything is cut up and prepped with the lemons and such, now is time for the fun part. No, I am not forgetting this time. I am going to do the placenta art. That's why I have these 3 sheets of paper. I'm pretty excited for it. So with the placenta art, sometimes it's called Tree of Life art because the veins of the placenta kind of resembles the branches and looks like a tree. It's very pretty, but you'll see. And look at here. Let's open this up. This is definitely one of my favorite parts. I mean, of course, I already saw the placenta already, but I just love, it's like a whole unboxing type of feel, like you order something online and then you're like, oh my God, it finally came. And then you open the package. I don't know. I just get that same type of rush, So, but here we go, you guys. Oh my goodness. Dun, dun, dun. Drum roll, everybody. Okay, yeah. Maybe my drum roll wasn't really great, but here we go. Oh yeah, my mask. The shield mask. Yeah, I got this back in the COVID times, But it's good for the splashing if it happens. It's part of my wardrobe. Let's see. Look at that. Look at that placenta. How pretty it is. Gorgeous. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what to do with that cord. I'm like, it'll look pretty in this picture. Now y'all keep in mind, this is my first time doing placenta art. Okay. So, but yeah, I don't know why I did it on that side. Y'all see, it was an epic fail, but you'll see. Yeah, so I mean, the placenta art. It's something that I'm going to be doing if the family chooses to, you know. I mean, it's something nice to look back on. It's symbolic, you know. This did house their bundle of joy or joys. Yeah, see, that did not go well at all. All right, let's figure this out. Oh, yeah, okay. Right here, I was like, okay, should I re-dip it back in the bucket to put some more blood on it? But then I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, because it was too wet already. So I was just like, okay. At this point, I'm just trying to figure out a good method. Yeah. Trial and error, you know, like you've got to practice. Practice makes better, and until you're perfect sometimes. And that's okay. It's learning. What did Leah say? Try again. That's what I'm doing, you know? Are we getting better? I don't know. Let's see. I gotta come up with something else. That was not working. Okay. A close-up. Here we go. Now I'm trying to use the blood that's inside. So, let's see. There we go. Look at all that. Yeah, so I've got to, you know, get all the blood out of the veins anyways. But I'm thinking to, you know, use that blood for the pictures. And let's see how it works. I don't know. From the little bit that we were able to see, it looks like it came out great. But, you know, this isn't just art. You know, it's a keepsake. It's something tangible that represents the journey from the womb to the world. You know, it was this organ. It was the baby's first home, first provider, its first lifeline. You know, it's powerful, you know. It's so great. And so now I'm just basically trimming the lining, the extra lining, or skin, whatever you want to call it, because we don't need that in the dehydrator. So just taking all the extra stuff off because we just need the meaty part. So just trying to dry it off as much as possible because we're trying to dehydrate it, you know. So having more fluid or having it more wet, you know, will mean there's more drying time, you know. So I even try to get the blood out of the cord because you guys know I do the cord art too, cord keepsake. So all right, now that that's done, putting lemons in, lemon, and now it's time for the placenta. Oh yeah. All right, putting it on the lemons and putting the jalapeños and the ginger on there nice and evenly. Got the water in there. The water's probably about halfway up the lemons because remember, we're just steaming. That's it. It's great. Yeah, here we go. Fast forward. Time to flip. All right, y'all. There's a little bit of extra step that I like to do. It's not mandatory, but I do like to put the goodies back on top. So steaming the placenta, it follows the traditional Chinese method, and this process helps reduce bacteria. It makes slicing easier, and one of the most important things is that it supports preservation, which is of course, needed for the capsules. So I've been asked that question, like, why do you steam it, you know, if you're dehydrating? So those are the reasons, if you ever wondered. So, yep, that's it. All done cooking and time to slice. Look at how nice and easy that thing goes. Yes. So thin and even strips for it to go in the dehydrator and cook evenly. Yep. It's like slice, slice, slice. So yeah, I don't rush this part. Just nice slices. All right. So here's the trays for the dehydrator, and I'm just gonna put them evenly on the tray. Look it up. They look like beef strips or something for like a stew, I guess, or what do you call it? The pepper steak. There we go. Yeah, that's what it looks like here. So during the dehydration process, it usually takes about 14 to 16 hours, give or take. This batch right here took about 14 and a half hours. And so it removes all of the moisture, completely removes it. So when it's all done dehydrating, you should be able to like break it like a chip, like it gets crispy. And so yeah, that's what makes the placenta shelf stable before encapsulation. Okay, you guys, so this is another one of my favorite parts. This is where I am trying to figure out the shape to make the placenta cord. Sometimes I'm like, put it in a heart, a star, something, I don't know. And then I'm like, I don't know, I had this like pretzel idea just now. I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. It worked. So, all right, so here's the dehydrator. Putting it together. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. All right, everyone. So this is the next day after it's been completely dehydrated. And so now it's time to grind it into a fine powder. And I do that using a coffee grinder that I specifically use just for this process, okay? So anyways, let's talk about some benefits of placenta encapsulation. So it's known for helping to support hormone balances. It reduces postpartum mood dips. It might support milk supply. It might replenish iron and help with postpartum energy. Now, of course, everyone is different. Some people may experience all of that. Some may experience none. And of course, this is not medical advice. All right, you guys. I am not a doctor, but I always, say check with your doctor, see if placenta encapsulation is good for you. But it is an optional holistic postpartum support choice that some people do, and it's great. So basically, as you're seeing, I'm just putting the placenta in the grinder, and then once it's finely ground, I am pouring it into the what do you call it, sifter, and just making sure that the fine powder only gets into the capsules. Now right here, goodness gracious, the plume, that's what I call it. It's like no matter how long I wait to open that thing, it just always comes. It's like the puff. It's like powder puff. But yeah, and then I spread it around in the capsules in the bottom part. It's just the process. I take my time with it. So yeah, I mean, like the whole process, it's beautiful if you think about it, the transformation, because it was literally like a life-giving organ, and now it's being transformed into postpartum nourishment, you know, and postpartum nourishment is just as important, you know. Yes. Look at that. All right, so now that all the capsules are filled, now it's time to set up the tops, and that's what I'm doing now, putting the tops in there so I can close them up. Y'all, please let me know what y'all think, okay? If y'all have any advice for me, let me know. All right, even if it's advice on like the shape that I should put the cord, or something that you want me to talk about, or if you have questions, whatever the case may be, let me know. I'm all for it. Even if you have any like negative critiques, please let me know. And so now I'm just like sealing them, because like the top, it fits onto the bottom, but I just have to do that final little snap for the capsules. Yeah, this is a very tedious part, but it's relaxing, you know. But anywho, I just want to thank you guys for taking the time out and watching, especially if you've come this far. Thank you so much for being a great supporter, and comment, like, subscribe even if you want. But there will definitely be more placentas on the way, and yeah, thanks so much. Oh, you guys, look, how could I almost forget about the cord keepsake? Yes, look at how beautiful it is, you guys. Look, that is so pretty. Yes, it is. I just love it. This stuff really makes me happy to be able to do this for families. It really is, really. It just touches me. That's all. But all right, you guys, I will let you go, and y'all enjoy whatever y'all are doing next, I guess. Anyways, all right, well, I'm done rambling on. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.